We're doing shitty cooking, and for the first time I have guests who are joining me. I've never had guests before, and they are none other than my parents. Please clap for my mom and dad. But since they're here, I decided to have them give us some recipes of things that they've made quite often, or at least enough that it's like your stuff. So, Mom, what are we making of yours?
Okay, we're gonna make Chicago stuffed pizza.
Yeah.
So we did live in Chicago for 5 years, and Tucker was in fact born in Chicago. Mm-hmm. And while we were there, we grew to love the many types of Chicago pizza that there are, but our favorite was stuffed pizza.
Dad, what are we making? Almost every Sunday, we would have a big family breakfast, and we make like eggs and bacon and sausage. What are you bringing to the table?
Well, growing up in the South, one of the main things I love is biscuits. You can go to places like Bojangles or Hardee's and get biscuits, and they're great. Personally love Bojangles biscuits. Mm-hmm. So I've tried to duplicate that recipe as best I can when I make the biscuits there.
It can't be shitty cooking if it doesn't at least turn out a little shitty, so I can't have the people that are making this be too good at it. So the caveat for this is that you guys can't touch any of the ingredients at all. You can't help me with anything. You have to just coach me through it.
Oh,
so
man.
you're going to be eating whatever I am able to make, but this whole time they've been sitting here, my mom's like, well, let's do this, this, and this in this order. We'll get it done. I'm like, it's not going to work that way. So what are we going to start with here?
So you start with the dough because it's going to take the longest. It's got to rise. You got to punch it down, let it rise a little bit more, and then so it's going to take a while to make.
We do now have a rolling pin, no more wine bottle, which is great. Although we do have a backup one, and we have what is this?
It's a dough mat.
We have a dough mat.
The Chicago stuffed pizza pan is about 15, 16 inches in diameter.
Look at this.
And it's a good 1.5 to 2 inches deep.
Look at that. This is a meal and a half.
Yeah. So you're going to start with 4 cups of flour.
4 cups of flour. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you need to put a little more in there. That's not all the way up to the 2 cup.
Is it? I guess you're right.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Doesn't it have to be? I thought baking was a science. Oh shit. I thought it was a science.
To make a dough, you have to kind of get a feel for it. So
what does that mean? What do you mean?
You adjust it. Well, I don't know, just feeling it out as you go along.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to say.
Gotcha. So it's an experience thing that since I don't have any.
It can help. It can help because if it seems a little dry or a little wet, then you kind of know how to make adjustments. So now you're going to get a cup of warm water. Do you have a wooden spoon?
No.
Yeah, plastic spoon.
Use the handle for that. Yeah, because it's better to stir yeast with a wooden spoon or something.
How aggressively?
Well, you need to get it all in the water. Do you see how it's up the edge?
Yeah, dissolve it.
So the warm water is helping the yeast to grow. And that is what's going to help the bread rise. So you need a teaspoon of salt.
That is a teaspoon.
That's the T, the little T.
It literally says teaspoon.
Good.
There's no mistakes getting made here.
Okay. And 2.5 teaspoons of sugar. Take a whisk and just stir it so that that's well distributed. Okay.
I'm doing it, guys.
So once you think that's in there, then you're going to add in your water, your yeast water.
Now what? Just pour it in?
So wait a minute. Take the whisk out because you're not going to use the whisk to stir because it will get really clogged up and it'll be a mess.
I would have just stirred it with the whisk and I made that mistake.
I'm just going to say that's a
Should I use this?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm moving you guys to the other side so they can see me.
Okay.
Because I'm important.
I don't feel any different now.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
so I would kind of drizzle it around so it's not all in one big place. Don't make a pond. Now make sure you get all the yeast out of it. So there you go.
Yeah, them yeasty boys.
And then just kind of fold it around and get it going till it starts to make a ball. You get it.
Is this enough liquid? I know it's the recipe.
Not done.
Okay.
Not done.
I know, it just seems like...
It's a little dry still, but so now we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
I know that you guys answer this. I don't know why I was...
I'll let you... That wasn't a full tablespoon.
Yes, it was!
Okay. Is he yelling at his mother?
Oh my God.
It's got to go all the way to the top.
I'm
a little bit more.
I'm
That's good.
This is another full tablespoon.
Then do half of that. Okay, so it looks very crumbly. I'd like you to take it in your hands and squeeze it to kind of form it into more of a ball.
Like
keep going.
just literally just like.
I want to see if we need to add more moisture. You see how it looks better already?
No. No, I don't. I mean, I see how it's more.
Yeah.
It's not as dry as I thought, but it's not
exactly,
sticky. Like I
because
can't.
You really still haven't combined all the oil in it, so it's surprising. But very quickly it becomes too wet. I'll just let you know. It's like it goes from like dry to now it's sticky and I got to add more flour.
Yeah, I've never had that problem making dough. Clearly, I don't. Okay.
That's looking good.
8 to 10 minutes. 8 to 10 minutes.
Of this?
Yeah.
What the
Why is
fuck? What do you mean?
I'm telling you that people who make bread have good arm strength.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, look, it's starting to get elasticy. Do you see how it started? Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Good. Keep going.
It's got a life of its own now. Yeah.
There you go.
Anyways,
Okay.
keep telling the story.
So, on the way to Friends School, we listened to that.
I mean, not every day until
It was the German and.
it was Rammstein.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was the screaming, black. What was it called?
Black metal.
Black metal.
I made
okay?
it. We were listening to like Dimmu Borgir at like 6:30 in the morning.
Right. And people turning
like
and
I'm listening to
staring.
it, yeah.
People staring like, what in the heck? Who's listening to that? It is looking pretty good. So what I'm gonna suggest, I'm gonna say that it's probably ready for you to get the mixing bowl. Put about a teaspoon of oil
Okay.
in the mixing bowl.
A teaspoon?
Now you're gonna roll it around in the oil to coat it really well.
Yeah.
Now, what's the outside temperature?
What? Why does that matter? What?
Because you have to have it in a warm place to rise.
Well, let me check on that. It's
And
got to
the
be like
best-
88 today.
It's
so.
like 50 degrees in here. So
67. I'm
okay,
sweaty.
It's not going to rise.
That's because you're working.
All right,
We're just
all right,
sitting here.
yeah,
It's
okay.
not going to rise in
So what, you
here.
want me to put outside? It's gonna
Well,
I would
if
say-
it's warm enough.
It says it's 84 degrees.
Perfect. So we're going to put the
It's gonna rise.
Put the clean dish towel, shake it well, even if it just came out of the dryer, to make sure it doesn't have hair or anything on
fine.
it. There you go. All right.
Put it
And you're going to
outside?
put that outside on the chair. On a chair.
Why? Why does it matter?
Because it's dirty on
It's in a bowl. What is it gonna? It's not
The
gonna.
ants can climb, okay?
Yeah, here. What's she talking
So you got to
about?
give them a chance.
All right, so are you ready? You're
Yeah, I'm
going
ready.
to get out a frying pan
Okay.
and you're going to saute. First of all, you got to chop up the onions over there. Fold that mat in half because you're going to need that
Yep.
flour in the mat again. You're going to have to be just fold the mat in half.
I don't need
Mom,
to fold it.
tell me what to
I
do
don't
so
need to-
I can ignore you.
I don't need to fold it in half. Like, what? Why do I need to fold it?
Because the flour's going to stick on the bottom of your cutting board.
No, the cutting board has feet. It's elevated.
Hey, it's little feet.
Yeah, it's elevated. It's
Tiny little feet.
All right, let me get my knife.
So I'm going to say the way that he's now slicing the onion in that direction reminds me of how Montessori taught him to cut a bagel in half.
What? The way my elementary school taught me to cut bagels?
Yeah, safely.
What do you want me to do with the tomato sauce?
I just wanted you to open it.
Mission accomplished.
It's probably a good idea to take the lid out of it.
Why? It's swimming. He's having a good time. Like, look at him. He's just vibing.
So this is what's going to happen next. Next, you're going to put in the tomato sauce.
Oh.
A half a teaspoon of oregano.
Stop. Too far in advance. I have to open up my tomato sauce. Or
I
tomatoes.
asked you to do that.
No, you asked me to open. There's two things. Use tomato sauce and tomatoes, and you stopped me before. It doesn't matter. I'm opening them now. Promise sauce.
I thought you could follow a two-step direction without repetition. So now you're going to dump in the can of tomatoes
Consider
and the can of tomato sauce.
Call it done.
Yeah, so it's 28 ounces of tomatoes. You can do them whatever way you want. I like crushed. Put in some freshly ground black pepper. It says a quarter teaspoon, but yeah. All right, a half a teaspoon of salt.
How much? I don't know how much a quarter tea.
That was good.
Okay.
That was good, Half a teaspoon of sugar, that I would measure. And then the bay leaf.
Can you explain why bay leaves are a thing?
I can't. I'm gonna say I'm not a. I'm. You know.
It's big on Italian cooking. Oh, you always put it in
It
everything.
is, and
Once you bay leaves.
but you always have to then go hunting
Yeah.
for it to get it
Right,
out.
so
You
it's
don't
sharp.
leave it in there.
You don't want to
Yeah.
eat it, so.
Yeah.
So if
Wait,
you're
it's
using,
dough time.
Yes, that was a good
go
time to do
check
that.
the dough.
I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't look double.
Wait a minute, it dropped. So bring it in and show it to them. I
looks
see.
like
I
one-
see the pan.
It looks like
Oh,
1.5.
It's getting there though. So I think it's good out there. Let's give it another 20 minutes. So every so often go over there and stir it
Okay.
so that it doesn't stick and it continues.
What do you think about this? For
I
the...
think that's great.
Let's have our
Okay.
camera back. over here.
So
Oh yeah. Sorry.
yeah, it's more interesting to look at people than
Yeah, I know.
a pot of,
Well,
sauce.
I don't know. Chat loves this. They watch paint dry and stuff, so I'm like, this is probably pretty sick.
Well, they're watching you, so you're right.
Holy shit.
Okay,
What the
so anyway, I was getting ready to say, you can put anything you want into a stuffed pizza.
Okay, then in the meantime, let's
Okay,
brown the...
so I got two kinds of sausage. One is chorizo.
Okay, and just throw it in there.
Yeah. Now make sure there might be a thing underneath it.
Oh.
You know how they have those
Yeah.
pieces of something to absorb the liquid.
Oh no, it's... Oh no, wait. Wait, hold on, wait.
Oh boy. As I said.
Oh no,
Oh, that's bizarre.
oh no,
Well, it's okay because that's not
oh no. That's fine.
cooking is, Break it apart because you want it to be, you're going to sprinkle it around.
Yeah, crumbled.
So crumble it as fine as you want to make it. It might be up
I think
too
we're
high.
getting good. Yeah, I think we're getting good. I think we're here.
Yeah, it's hard to tell when it's done because it's the color of, it's red.
Yeah. It's going to bake in the oven,
Yeah, it's
too,
going to
so-
cook in the oven.
You thought I was gonna put it on top of the burner,
I
didn't
did.
you? No, I'm just getting it in camera.
Paper plate, paper towel.
You know, this is actually an awful idea that I'm holding my hand. Oh, I'm just better. I'm built different.
So now you're going to do the other sausage,
Okay.
which is, what did I get? Jimmy Dean
You
hot?
got hey, we're really hitting for the cycle. We got Johnsonville and Jimmy Dean hot sausage. Although I do like to eat. This is my breakfast sausage of choice. If
Jimmy
they don't
Dean
have,
is
like,
good. Just take your knife and cut down the whole side of it. No, the other way.
Lengthwise.
Yeah, just open it up and then pop it into the pan. And put your hands on the two far ends with the opening facing down.
Yeah.
And then just push it out. Yeah. And there you go.
Wow, that's easier than I've ever done any sausage.
So then the other thing you're going to do is cut up your peppers.
I'll do the peppers after I cook the sausage.
Let's
and then-
check the dough again. It's been almost 20 minutes.
Okay, I'll check the dough.
Check the dough.
Yeah, sure. It looks pretty the same to me, if I'm honest with you.
Uh-oh. So it's bigger. It's not there yet. So I think we're going to encourage it a little bit. So,
Oh, you're my little pog champ. Yes, you are, dough. It didn't
okay.
work, Mom.
So we're going to cheat. We're going to warm the oven very slightly. The worst that could happen is, it looks pretty good, even if it doesn't double. What'll happen is there'll be less dough.
Thanks, John Madden.
I wouldn't dice that too small,
How many? Like, you can't speak in generalizations here. Are we saying like
Well, I would say cut.
like the same size as the onions that I diced earlier, or what?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Very
What
comfortable.
are you thinking about? This size or smaller? Half
Let
of
me
this?
see. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just like okay. It's a big bite.
Well, it's going to be tender, I hope. So,
Okay. Yeah. I'm just.
So hold the bottom of the pepper in one hand. So which hand are you using okay. Then I take the tip of the knife and I go around the stem in the top. I go all the way around in a circle. No. Like this.
Like vertical?
Yes.
Don't stab yourself though.
Yes, all the way around. That way you don't lose a fourth of the pepper.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go? Oh, okay. This is. Okay, I can't even talk, but that's all right. Okay, pull that out now, and then I just go through the whole thing, top to bottom, in half. That looks good. So start with this one. Now, what I would do is make it into a good ball first. Like a cohesive ball, right? And then flip it over and get some flour all over it. All right, and then flatten it. Flatten it more with your hands, trying to get it into a circle shape. Now, when I roll this out, because you want to keep it symmetrically circular, and if you do it too...
Symmetrically? No, I know what you're saying.
You know, because if you just go in one direction, left and right, it's going to be a big oval. Yep, and then go to the next place and go all the way around. You can move your circle if you don't want to, yeah. So you can flip it and see it's stretching back. That's a good sign.
Yeah, it's fighting back against me. It's kind of rude. How do I?
Okay, so you're going to gently pick it up and not tear it, right?
It's easy. Gently pick it up.
Yeah,
Don't
use your arms. All right, now you're going to really have to make it go down. So it can't be, yeah, it needs to go flat on the bottom and flat against the sides. That looks great. Okay. Good job, Tuck.
Thank you. That's the first compliment you've given me all. It's been 2 hours and 4 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Has it really? So let's get the other ball of dough. You're going to construct the pizza now. We're going to start with the mozzarella cheese. And you're not using that whole thing. That's too much.
Yeah, I would hope this is 2 pounds of
right.
cheese.
We're going to use 1.5 pounds.
What?
Yeah.
All right, liberally, obviously. You can get closer to it. You don't have to do it up in the air.
Gotta look stylish.
He's cleaning up the kitchen. That's all
I
I'm
know.
going to say. So yeah, you just don't want it to be matted down, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it gotta be loose.
Half and half of meat. Oh, and get the pepperoni and
I
put
have
half
the
of
pepperoni.
that.
What do you mean half and half with half pepperoni? It's 3 halves. Get some
Separate
roni-
them out.
Just throw some ronies on there.
Exactly. Now, more cheese.
Yeah.
So you're going to put the rest of the layers, whatever you decide is the right amount. You don't really have to
All
use
of
it
it's going
all,
in.
but good.
It would be edible without a knife and a fork.
No.
No, absolutely not.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's good. Okay, now,
Like.
push it against the inside.
Yeah, like crease it up.
No, yeah, just a little bit. All right. Spread it around. Don't puncture your crust. But evenly. You don't want a big pool of it because that's pretty intense.
Okay. Now
Parmesan. I think it's beautiful. I think you
you.
did a great job.
Chat, what do you think?
Would you buy this pie?
Yeah, would you buy this?
So, to make biscuits, we'll put 4 cups of flour in that bowl.
It's just like making dough.
Well, we're making dough.
I guess. All right, so 4 cups of
4
flour.
cups of flour. All right, now let's get the baking powder over there. It's opened up.
You know, I found out way too late that that is for evening off your scoop. Yeah, I was always like, why do they make it harder for me to do this? And then I was like, oh, you use it to scrape the extra.
That's it. There you
off.
go. I mean, this is so simple compared to what we just went through with the
Right,
pizza.
well, that's
you know,
why
this,
it came
this-
second.
This is like simple.
I'm going to tell you though.
But
good.
it's hard to make it's simple ingredients, but it's hard to make it because you gave me this recipe and I botched it. It was so
Really?
unedible. It was so
It's very
doughy
hard
on the
to make
inside.
a good biscuit.
Okay.
It's simple ingredients, but it's hard to make a good biscuit.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a whisk and mix all that together. So we're going to take half of that.
Oh my god. Is there nutrition facts for Crisco? 1 cup Crisco equals 1 cup butter or margarine. So if we're gonna
It's
do
vegetable oil, right?
So now you're going to take 2 knives, like not sharp,
Butter knives.
Do you have any 2 clean? Now here's the tricky part: is you basically have to scissor-like action to cut it in.
Okay.
You're cutting it.
That's what the pastry cutter would have been better. You basically, you take the thing is, there's a basic recipe, and then you start. Some people do different things in it. Like I just started using buttermilk. It gives buttermilk has fat in it, and that gives you a little bit better texture, a little fluffier.
Yeah.
Than using regular milk.
Got it.
You know, I mean, everything makes a difference. Whether you use whole milk or low-fat milk, everything makes a little difference here. Except for the fact you got flour, you got baking powder. 1
1.25
cup.
So put it down on the counter
Why?
Yeah, just let 'em-
because it's
That's
easier to keep it level.
It's not that precise. 1.25. We're starting off low because you don't want it too wet. And get your spatula.
This thing?
And
And just start
start
folding?
mixing it up. Yeah. All right. So dump that on top of there.
Just know.
Yeah. Just get it out of the bowl. Okay. All come out good.
Yeah.
So now you're basically going to knead it with your hands. Get it together so it's adhering into a ball. The key on this is not to over knead. So you kind of just take and roll it over.
Just combine it.
Yeah.
Not
you
like
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it kneading.
Yeah.
Like a rectangle.
No, just stop kneading. Just No, yeah, flatten it out with your hands. Keep going. So take a glass.
Yeah, we're just gonna. You used a glass growing
Yeah.
up.
You just want to push down. You don't twist. Just push straight down, like that. Don't twist it. Okay, and then come back up.
Oh,
And you're gonna have to, basically use your hands to,
why? So why not twist?
because it seals the edges. And you don't want the edges sealed because you want the biscuit to.
What do you mean it seals the edges? Like it'll make it.
pinches
Oh,
it.
it pinches
Yeah.
the edges. Oh, so that's how you get like the sides being super fluffy and wide.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I'm a dumbass. When I made this, I was twisted. I was like, all right, we're gonna
Yeah,
cut
you
it
don't-
out. Yeah.
Like cookies.
Okay, last one. Just trying to
Yeah.
get one more out of this one.
Yeah. Either that or what? Or just make that a biscuit right there.
Yeah.
Just
Just kind of like.
Just making it ugly.
my grandmother would call it a hoe cake.
Why would your grandma?
I don't know. That's what you call it.
Don't go there.
Okay, yeah.
Grandmothers have reasons, and
You're right, and I don't want to.
when you're a child, you don't ask those questions.
You're right. It's also different times, so let's just walk it
Yes,
back.
exactly.
Oh, those look
Those
pretty.
are
Nice.
beautiful.
These look pretty good. You know, they got
That's
some
right,
good height.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
see, like, let me try and zoom in on it. Like, look at that.
Oh,
look at that.
That's the
That's the unsealed.
unsealed
Yeah.
edge.
Hey, did you know that these still get hot with oven
Yeah.
mitts? That's
It's
new.
those
Yes, I know.
silicone kind don't. I mean,
Ow. All right, so
So-
I mean, here's what we got going on then.
ooh.
Time
Look
to
at
cut
this.
the pizza.
Oh my God! I just like want to dive into that biscuit. I'm going to put a big blob of butter on it. It's cutting nicely. It looked like. No, look, don't.
What? You don't you speak?
No,
what do you
I
want
was
me to
gonna
do?
say, Don't make huge pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna try and make it as pretty as possible. So you like lift and scoop?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go all the way. Make sure you're underneath it. Oh, it looks like it's coming out of the pan nicely. Closer.
No. I just gotta free it from its
Hey, look
prison.
See the vegetables?
Oh. Look at that!
Opa!
Look at that!
You got to zoom in on that.
Look at that, chat. Oh my lord! Look at this steamy boy.
Yeah, it may benefit from waiting a little longer.
Yeah,
just
it
'cause
is
it's so hot.
Yeah. Well, how about
Yes.
this? We'll let this one air cool because that's gonna burn your
Man,
mouth.
that's
yeah.
looking
Yeah.
good though, isn't it?
Yeah, so you got the multiple layers. You got the cheese. You got the meat. All right, I'm moving this.
Well,
Ow.
the inside looks fairly good. It's maybe a little bit gummy.
Doughy.
Yeah, it's a little doughy inside.
Shit.
Well,
But not
maybe-
bad.
Again, it's all about the oven. You just don't know your oven.
Well, if you had cooked it maybe a little bit lower temperature, would you do
No,
that? Or
no, just like a
Yeah, I
lot.
Leave
feel,
it
I
in
feel-
longer.
It is a little dense in there. It's gonna be edible, but it's not like the best thing in the world. Is it too hot? Like, am I good?
no,
to...
it's not hot at all.
Okay, so let me get in on this. Let's try this out.
The sausage is good. It's
This
yummy.
is totally like.
This is really good. You
Like,
did
I
good.
gotta 100% give this to people I care about.
Absolutely.
I'm more surprised at like the dough. Well, hold on. I gotta get the crust. Tastes pretty good. I mean, like, not the world's greatest crust, but
Well, if the crust is optimal, then that edge is like a piece of bread.
all right. Well, I'll
yeast
wait until
bread.
you eat it, and so you can be like, I don't know if this.
All right,
Take a bite.
it's fine. I would skip it. I mean, it's not worth the. It's fine. It's not
It's fine.
bad.
We take that in stride. Okay. I'll
I
take
think
that.
it's a very good pizza.
All right, you get assisted living then. Thanks for hanging out, though. I appreciate you guys. Everybody say goodbye. Everybody wave. Everybody clap. All that jazz.
Good time, guys.
Yeah, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sweet. Well, I mean, I'm not ending stream, but it is what it is.